Week 1, problem 2, name contains duplicate 3. Let's solve this problem today from the LeetCode September challenge. So, this is the question. Given an array of integers, there are two distinct indices, I and j, such that the difference between their values is at most t, and the absolute difference between the distance is at most k. So, look at this, k is equal to 3. So the distance between the two elements can be at most 3, and the difference between the values can be at most 0. It will be easier to look at this problem here. Okay, k is 1 and t is 2. So the distance between 1 and 0, 1. Difference between values, absolute difference between the values can be at most t. So the difference between the values is 1, and the difference between the distance is 1, which is inside these limits. So it's successful. To further explain this concept, let's look at this board. Okay, now you see this over here. We have our array 1, 2, 3, 1. Our k value is 3 and t value is 0. So we want to find elements where the difference between their dispositions is 3 and the difference between the values is at most 0. Now we'll make a sliding window of size 3, okay? And what's a sliding window? It's basically we are just going to store some right and left indexes, and inside that limit we will check. So in the start you put 1 into the window, 1 is in the window, great. Now check if anybody is already inside the window whose value is at least 1 minus 0. So basically search for another 1 in the window right now. Now searching for the value of 1 inside this window, we don't find it, we insert this one. Next, when 2 comes into the window, was there already another value inside the window with the value of at least 2 minus 0? So was there already a 2 in the window? No. Now a 3 comes. Now it gets interesting. Was there a 3 already? No. Now this 1 comes and there was a 1 already in the window. So good news, we found elements, and since the window size is the size of this window is 4, okay? So when you're adding this last element, you're checking for this last element, that time you will always find somebody is already inside the window, okay? And you're checking, oh, I'm going to put 1 inside the window now, okay? So like, oh, I'm going to put 1, it's sliding over to 1, and it's seeing, do I have any element inside the window which satisfies my property? If I do, then great, I found the answer. Let's look at the next example here. So k is equal to 1. So you'll only look at one previous element, okay, at most. In the start, any previous element? No. When you reach 0, is there any previous element that is at least minus 1? Why? Because minus 1 is the first element that satisfies this property. 0 minus 2. So 0 minus 2, so minus 2. So yeah, you see the difference between 1 and 0. You will feel like, okay, now you'll see here, you'll come to the position 0, 1, and you'll search over here for the element that is minus 1. Now the lower bound of minus 1. So you'll search for the element that is at least minus 1 over here. Okay, you're inserting this 1, and 0 is already existing. So the difference successful. Right, so this will become your answer. So similarly over here, we have the last window. Now you notice the window size is 2 and the difference between the elements is at most 3. Looking at this only, you might realize that, oh, something's off about this. Yeah, you cannot make any such pair. So let's try it with our window. Now the window, the window, when you're inserting 1 into the window, is there anyone in the window? No. When you're inserting 5, do you have a 2 in the window? Because 2 will satisfy the property, right? 5 minus 3. Do you have at least a 2? No. When you're inserting 9, do you have at least a 6? No. Now when this window moves and to insert 1, I have to delete the first one. See, it's going outside the window, right? Similar here, when I went from here to here, I had to delete this element. I have to delete this 1. It's going outside the window. Okay, we'll do that. Now again, is there anybody for this single one? Nobody's there. What about this 5? Is there anybody for this 5? Again, you see, is there anybody with a value of 2 inside this window? No, I only have 9 and 1. Now I remove that 9, add this 9. Is there anybody with a value 6? Nobody. So we scanned through the entire array and did not find anyone, right? Now, how did I realize that you have to use a sliding window? Absolute difference between I and j is at most k. So, an easy way to do this would be to maintain a sliding window of that length of all the elements in that range, right? And anytime that you feel that you want to check, you can just check inside that range itself. And one more thing, why didn't I check ahead? I only checked behind, right? I was only searching for minus, not for plus. Simply because when you reach here, this would be 1 minus 0, right? So there would be no issue in that area. Actually, here only it would get satisfied. That's one second, yeah. Now, true, true, false. True, true, false. Great. Now let's start the code. First of all, what do I need to do? I need to store in my window all the k values, right? So let's, before that, some rules. If the value of t is less than 0, then I have a problem, right? What is t? T is this difference between these two, but it's absolute, so it can't be less than 0, okay? Or the value of k, the distance between the two elements, right? They have said 2 distinct indices, so that means it cannot be the same element, so it cannot be 0. Let's write less than equal to 0, return false, okay? That's just handling the exceptions, okay? Now I'll make my multi-set. The values are distinct, so the values are not distinct. Multi-set of integers, and I'll call this the window. All the k previous elements will be in this window at all times, at any position that you are. Now I'll call him right, since he's the right side of the window, right? I'll call him right. Right will go from 0 all the way to the end, nums dot size, right, plus plus. So yeah, now in here, the thing that we need to do is check if, so auto safe, I'll call him safe, or partner, yeah, check if there's a partner, okay? So check if basically there's anyone who will satisfy our property. How to check that? Window dot lower underscore bound nums right, where is it, nums right, minus t. So that's the way. Lower bound will basically check is there anyone with at least that value. So when you go on 2 and you check lower bound 2, it will return false. But when you go on, when this window is here, lower bound of 2 is found, no. Lower bound of 3 is found, no. Like this is when you're adding 3, right? Now when you're adding 1, is the lower bound of 1 found in the previous k elements? Yes, 1 is found. Even if this 1 was not there, it would still say that it is true because 2 will be found. Okay, so that's the way it is. So now here I'll go, if it is found, okay, if safe not equal to window dot end. So this lower bound function just returns dot end. Now one thing you might have noticed when I was explaining, lower bound of 1 exists. Lower bound of 1 will return 2, right? It will return 2. Why not? Lower bound just says the first element, that is at least 1. 2, but 2 doesn't satisfy my property, does it? So now here we'll check if it satisfies my property. If the safe element that was found, okay, has to be smaller than my element plus t, right? So basically if the difference between these two is at most t, then you will return true. You might have noticed one thing. When the window, in any sliding window, when the right side is here, okay, when it's doing this movement, now the value has gone above the value of k. This is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2. This is index 3. So what you need to do is nothing. You just need to remove the leftmost element from the window. Again, when I'm moving, remove the leftmost. Remove the leftmost. So the window actually moves, right? Remove the leftmost element, add the right. So let's do the removal. If I greater than k, what do you need to do? Remove the leftmost. Window dot erase. How do I know who's the leftmost element? Simple, it will be nums, right, minus, what's the size of the window, k, and minus 1, since I'm storing 1 extra. Now this code is perfect. If it did not find anybody, return false. Okay, so my lower bound check over there would also, this line is very important. Lower bound will just return the at least 2 or at least 0, but then this line would be the main line which would check whether the difference is actually in the limit. The difference is actually in the limit of t. So when I run this, I write false and expected true. Why? Start at 0, go till the end. If k is less than equal to 0, or if t is less than 0, return false. Then you make your window. Oh, and forgot to add into the window. After checking for my lower bound, I have to add myself into the window, right? Window dot insert nums right. Yeah, you have to add yourself in the window, right? After checking your 1, then 1 gets added in the window. 1 is the one of the previous elements. 5, then 5 gets added in the window. Then when checking 9, 5, and then 9, when checking 1, 9 gets added. You have to add the element on the right, right? Remove from the left, of course, if this problem is there, which the size is more than desired size. Yeah, all good, submit. There's another solution to this where you store the index. Okay, some error of the, so this, if you don't know, this is the integer limit. So maybe because I was checking this plus 1, so I have to make everything long. Make everything long, just to stay within the integer limits, because it will overflow otherwise. Made it long, now it will not overflow. Oh, I forgot to paste the test case. I'll just submit it. Yeah. I hope you guys liked the video, and do give your suggestions for the tomorrow or day after's video. I'm now going over the solution in 1 minute. This will just say that they cannot have a negative value, or just satisfying this distinct index property and absolute difference. Absolute cannot be negative. Now this is the window where I'm storing all the elements. Here, after a certain point, the window, you need to remove one element from the left side of the window. That's what I'm doing here. And after checking this element, whether any of his safe partners exist. What's a safe partner? Within the distance k and having a difference of at most t. Right? That's a safe partner according to the rules they've given. If the safe guy can exist, check the safe guy. Okay. So how do you check it? Suppose the safe is 1 and you are at 2, your difference is 1. So 1 is less than equal to 1 plus 2 plus 1. Safe. That's how you just check safe. If it's safe, you return true. Right? This would work for both ways. Let's, should I go over the example once more, or it's all good? Let me show you why it works. At 0, 0 plus 2 is 2. And the safe value is 1. 1 is less than equal to 2. Great, 1 is within the limit. Yeah? And here, let's see this example. At 1, it found 1. So 1 plus 0, 1. Less than equal to 1. 1 is less than equal to 1. Yeah. Here it never found anyone. So let's say it never found anyone, only lower bound. That's all for this video. Yeah. That's the code. And thanks for watching. See you throughout September. Bye bye.